Hi guys, I wanted to put together a quick video on the Autocenter functionality. I've added a couple of new things and refinements. The first thing I wanted to show you is that I've added a cancellation feature that allows you to cancel the Autocenter while it's taking place. For guys that are using a really fast Autocenter, having a really low number of milliseconds per click, it's not going to really matter because you won't have time to cancel it. But guys that are running, longer Autocenters, I'm just going to go to the Autocenter quickly. Price ladder. So I've got it set here now, the Autocenter speed to 100. That means 100 milliseconds per click. And that is, sort of about a medium pace. So the cancel feature, there's a global hotkey now that you can actually assign, and that hotkey will allow you to cancel the Autocenter while it's happening, in case, for whatever reason. The next thing that I want to show you, so there's the hotkey for the cancel Autocenter. The next thing I wanted to show you is that I've created a button for canceling the Autocenter, and it's a cancel Autocenter, and you can just choose that from the button types. That does the same thing. You can cancel the Autocenter by clicking the button as the Autocenter is happening. And then the other thing that I've done is I've created some advanced options on the cancel button where you can actually enable a notification feature. I felt this was a bit lacking with the current timed Autocenter, where what would happen is you're sitting there on your dome and you've got no idea when that Autocenter is going to kick in. Maybe you're about to drop an order, suddenly the thing moves. So I think if you're running a timed Autocenter, it's really handy to have something to show you that the dome is about to move automatically. So I've basically paired up that functionality with the cancel button, and what you do is you set it to enable notification. You can choose a color, like a notification color, and then how many seconds you want it to actually notify you or count down before the actual Autocenter takes place. So I've got it set up at the moment. We should be due for an Autocenter any time now, and you'll see what happens is I'm just going to move these off of the center. If the dome is already centered, it won't fire. So take note of that, because if you see three domes up and you've got two that are already centered and one's away, and you only see it count down for one, it may look as if the other two haven't activated, but they have. It's just that they're already in the center, so there's no point to count down or run timers or anything. In this case, I've moved them all up, so you see it counted 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they all auto-center. So yeah, I think that's quite a nice feature, just to give you an idea of when it's going to auto-center. The other thing that I did was I noticed when looking at the Autocenter code, I don't know why I did it originally. It must have been a late night job, but for some reason I associated the Autocenter with a NinjaTrader bar chart, the bar breaks, and that makes a lot of sense when you're doing things like volume profiles or ranges and whatnot. But it doesn't make a lot of sense when you're using the Autocenter, because markets start at different times. So if you've got the Autocenter working based on the session starts and those sort of breaks, and you've got three different domes up with three different markets, it's not easy to know when that particular market's going to Autocenter. You may have one that goes off now and another one going off like a minute later, and so on. So I've moved that now so that they all work off of the hour, basically. So if you've got your Autocenter set to 1 minute, like I currently do, every minute on the minute it's going to fire. So 1 minute past 12, 2 minutes past 12, 3 minutes past 12, that's when it will fire. If I had to set it to a 5-minute Autocenter, it will fire 5 past 12, 10 past 12, quarter past 12. And it does that for each market. And I think that makes a lot more sense, because you can be sitting here, you're working, and you can glance down on your clock and you'll see straight away when the next Autocenter is 5 past or 10 past. Although we also have this little display function here now, if you want to make use of that to just to give you sort of a double notification that it's going to Autocenter. So the last thing is that I've now changed the Autocenter to work in a multi-threading fashion, which it's tons better. Before it was running on its own, on a single threading queue, and if you run it with a really quick Autocenter, it wasn't causing much of a problem. But if you had a slower Autocenter and set it with a large amount of delay time per click, that it was basically locking up the UI, because the Autocenter would start and then it would click, click, click with the waits in between, and while that was going on, everything else was sort of blocked up. So that was a bit of a problem and causing jerkiness and so on, and it's not necessary. That can run on a multi-threading fashion. So I've changed the Autocenter now so that it runs in a in a multi-threading fashion. So you will notice it's a little bit different. Like when it does auto center, it now allows, the ladder can actually move while it's auto centering, and other functions can actually take place because there's no locking happening. Another nice way to illustrate that is while it's auto centering, I might get a chance to do it here. So I'll just open up the settings screen. Right, so that auto sensor is going to kick off in 10 seconds because it's 5 seconds to the hour, and then it's my 5-second notification that I've set. So here we go, it's the hour, it's 5, 4, 3. Now when that middle one centers, I'll show you, I'll move this around. You see I'm moving it. There's no locking. So it's nice and smooth now on that. So yeah, that's the main sort of refinements. We may need to refine it further after a little bit of testing by you guys, but yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.